If you want to live a beautiful life, you must understand these three things I'm going to teach you in this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Matt Petruso. I own an insurance agency, I own a real estate investment company, and I've created a life completely on my terms. I get to show up to my office wearing whatever I want, whenever I want, and work with whoever I want. So if you want to have financial freedom, be fit, live your life on your terms, watch this video and I'll share with you the three most important pieces that you need to understand before attempting anything in life, because these will change the way that you see the world and the way that you can create a beautiful life on your terms. So I have found this out from many years of heartache and pain in my life, and then also from meeting with tens of thousands of senior citizens. So as you can see, I'm at my office, Benefit Advisors Insurance Group here, that I started from scratch and knew nothing about insurance, but I knew it was an avenue I could use to create a life on my terms. And you can use the methods that I learned along the way to save yourself a little bit of heartache. But after meeting with tens of thousands of senior citizens, I pretty much found out that they didn't understand this formula that I was going to teach you today, because a lot of people end up broke, unhappy, unhealthy, and just really not living a good life and not enjoying the beautiful things that life has to offer. Life is a beautiful, beautiful game if you understand how to play. And that is what I'm going to teach you today. So I call them the 3 P's of life, because if you have the 3 P's of life and you understand and master each one, you can live a phenomenal life. The first P has to be your philosophy. The philosophy of your life is basically the core beliefs and core values that you see, and it dictates the decisions throughout your day. If you have a strong philosophy on life, your life will be the foundational key to making the decisions to have a beautiful life. Let me give you an example of what a bad philosophy is. A bad philosophy is everything is against me, the world's out to get me, always bad things happen to me. Why can't I be in a better position? Why couldn't I have had things happen differently in the past? The government's out to get me. No one wants to help me. These are all terrible philosophies and beliefs to guarantee you that your life will be miserable, right? If you have that philosophy, a philosophy of basically a loser mindset, the game is already lost. You can't even play if you have a negative philosophy. Your philosophy must be strong. It must be diamond. That is my philosophy. I call it the diamond mind, right? The diamond mind is a mind where I believe I am in control of my destiny. I believe that anything that I lack, I have the ability to learn and grow and gain. And anything that I desire is my wish, is my desire. And I have the capabilities to go out and achieve those things. It is up to me to create the relationships that I desire. It is up to me to build the body that I desire. It is up to me to make the money that I desire. It is up to me to live where I want. It is up to me to have a diamond mind. So that is the philosophy, to have a positive outlook on the world. Your philosophy must be foundational to living the beautiful life, okay? After we've mastered our philosophy of how we want our life to be and how we see the world, that is the foundational piece, then we must understand the next P, which is, I call it the path, because it's, some people might say a plan, but the great Mike Tyson once said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So I like a path. Your path must be designed, because if you do not design a path, then you don't know where you're going. Your path is your map. The path is understanding where you want to be, understanding the path will be moving throughout your life. It will never be as you see. It will never be perfect, but a path can be molded. A path can be guided, and you can learn how to curate a path to where you want, but you must have clarity on a desired outcome of where that path is leading. Most people have no clarity or map of how their life should be. So if you don't have a philosophy, you have a negative philosophy, and you don't have a path of where you're going, you are guaranteed to end up in no man's land, right? So if you want a beautiful life, you must have clarity on the path of where you desire to go, and you must have a strong foundation of your philosophy. So those are the first two things, the first two P's, your philosophy and your path. After you have your foundational philosophy in place and you have a design of the path of where you desire to go, then the last P is, how do we play? How do we play this game? Because the game of life is a game, but you must design the game based on the philosophy that you hold, the path that you desire to go to, and then the game is, what will I be doing every day to make money, to be active, to be in service of others, to have great relationships, to be strong mentally. How do I get to play a game that is fun for me, that I now get to achieve all the things that I desire to get me to the path that I so choose to go to? These are the most important pieces of a foundational key to living and enjoying the beautiful life. If you understand, you must have a strong philosophy of how you want your life to be and make decisions based off of that philosophy, it becomes very easy to head down the path that you do desire. And a lot of times people say, well, Matt, how do you create a path? How do you find a path? I lack clarity. There's a lot of ways to gain clarity in your life, and a lot of them, here's a little tool for you to use, is if you don't know what to do, I guarantee you know what you do not want from your life. So look at all of the things that you do not want, and then reverse engineer and say, how do I not get that thing? How do I not get that outcome in my life? And then that becomes a path of resistance against that type of life. So we either move towards pain or move away from pain or towards pleasure. That's all we do. We move towards pleasure and away from pain. So sometimes the pain of an outcome that you do not desire is more powerful than the pleasure that you might get. So that's very important. So that's the first step. I have a lot of different tools and tricks that can create clarity for you along your path, but you must have a path, right? You must have a path of where you're going, and then you get to decide, what am I going to do each day? How am I going to play this game? How am I going to play? And within that, you choose your vehicles, you choose, the way that you play. That is vitally important. If you know these three P's and you can master these three P's, which is your philosophy, your path, and how are you going to play the game. If you can master those three areas, life will give you all the beautiful things that you ever desire. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. If you want to go more in depth into how to actually find and create your own philosophy, how to create your own path, and then how to design a day full of play, then click the link below if there is a link. If not, come over to Instagram, follow me over on Instagram, MOVMATT, and shoot me a message, and I will get you, see if it's a right fit, see if I can help you out, and create a life on your terms, get all the beautiful things that you desire, and live an amazing life. So like, comment, subscribe, and follow me over on Instagram, MOVMATT, and I'm giving this stuff away. It's crazy because it took me 15 years to learn this, and I wish I would have learned it whenever you are right now. So you are in the best position in your life, because right now is the best time to start, to grow, to be excellent, to get everything that you desire. Peace.